sky's the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
I couldn't put into words how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honors Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to even be mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to that trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands. And no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark this special moment.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so. But here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to wait another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, it has been a roller coaster ride in Chicago the last few years. They've been up, they've been down, they've had double doinks, but now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their second Super Bowl title.
Now, we do know that the Bears had plenty of success pre-Super Bowl because they won 8 NFL titles to be exact. But as you just mentioned, looking for their second Super Bowl win, they did have another appearance in the big game. That was one that they lost to Peyton Manning and the Colts in Super Bowl 41. The win prior, Super Bowl 20, a huge blowout against the Patriots.
Nicole Hartman on the
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Sanders now throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Sanders. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll find Miller. That's complete. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bears nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Now it's Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards.
Now Sanders on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's